Hello, I'm Lauren Green, and you're in the Strategy Room. The Fox Business Network and Wall Street Journal are gearing up to host the next GOP debate tomorrow night in Milwaukee. Fox Business anchors Sandra Smith, Trish Reagan, and Wall Street Journal's Washington bureau chief Gerald Seib will moderate the first round at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. It will feature the candidates with low poll numbers, including New Jersey Governor Chris Christie and former Arkansas Governor Mike Huckabee. Now, the primetime debate at 9 p.m. Eastern Time will be moderated by Fox Business anchors Neil Cavuto, Maria Bartiromo, and Wall Street Journal editor-in-chief Gerald Baker. So who will sink and who will shine, or swim, I guess? Joining me today with analysis are political strategists Sigmund and Brian Morgenstern. Welcome to you both.
Thanks.
Brian, I want to start with you because how does it change? How does the first debate, how it will be different now that Chris Christie and Mike Huckabee are there when before they were in, the first round?
Yeah, well, and they were a couple of terriers just, sort of jumping on other candidates. And so we'll see maybe a little bit less of that. I think these moderators are going to be laser focused on issue-based questions as opposed to they're going to try to be the anti-CNBC moderators, so that'll be a difference in tone. That's something to look for. Donald Trump's poll numbers on the economy have been through the roof, which to me says that the pressure's on him tonight because he's up against some candidates, including sitting U.S. senators with big, smart staffs that advise them on the economy. So they have some chops here, and they can keep up with him. And I think that sort of expectation situation, I think, it will be very interesting to see how it plays out.
And Stephen, how do you think it'll be different? I mean, the undercard as well as the primetime audience.
I don't think it will be different, except for I think the questioners, as Brian said, are going to be very focused on substantive questions and making sure that the candidates answer the questions, because these candidates amazingly have been spending their time whining about getting too hard questions when they are trying to be the leader of the free world. I mean, these are a bunch of candidates who go around saying that Barack Obama is too soft on Vladimir Putin. They can't even take tough questions from CNBC. So, look, but I don't think the substance of it is going to be very different. I think Brian's point is sort of expected to be right and was in all of the debates so far, because Donald Trump and Ben Carson give these sort of substance-free, blustery answers in Trump's case and nothing vague answers in Carson's case, and yet they continue to lead in the polls. So I think it's a little hard to figure out what the primary electorate is like and how they're reacting to all of this, because they tend to react to substance with blah and to bluster with yay.
Well, Brian, you brought this up before that Donald Trump may shine in this area of economics and finances because there's some economic indicators that are coming out this week. The producer price index is coming out, the October retail sales. Well, people like Trump and Carly Fiorina, who has this sort of background in business, are these the people who are going to shine today, especially if the questioners keep to economic issues?
As I said, the expectations on them are very high, which makes it hard to exceed them. But to Stephen's point about the moderators, everybody says they can't handle them. They handled the heck out of them. They destroyed those moderators. They look great. They got all these cheers from the crowd. But that's the sort of environment that plays to Donald Trump and Ben Carson, who are more, I think, showmen, I guess, in this race. Now they can't rely on that. And they're probably not going to be able to go after the moderators. Now it's going to be about their policies, and now we're going to see who really shines. Now, you said Trump and Fiorina are uniquely positioned to do well in this debate. Again, makes it hard to exceed the expectations. Those senators have had to vote on economic bill after economic bill, so they have a lot of facts in their head. They're well versed, and I think this could be the type of debate where Ted Cruz's, Marco Rubio's do pretty well.
Yeah, and Stephen, what would you like to see in terms of, what would you advise the candidates today to say, this is how you stand out in this kind of a debate?
Well, I think that, to Brian's point, if you're a sitting senator who actually knows some issues like Cruz and Rubio, you want to display that. What I would say to the leading candidates is you got to continue to cover the fact that you actually don't know anything with your bluster. I mean, the real problem all these candidates have, frankly, and I think these moderators will do a good job of pulling this out of them, is every economist across the country has given thumbs down to their economic plans and said they're going to blow $1 trillion holes in the budget.
Yeah. All right.
I don't really agree with that one because,
But
because a number of the conservative think tanks have come out with very strong support for both Rubio's and Bush's in particular. So there's some merit.
all right, we'll soon see. Thank you very much, Brian and Stephen, for being here.
Thanks.
Thanks.
And you can check out foxnews.com for more on Tuesday's GOP debate. I'm Lauren Green, and thanks for watching.